I chopped down the house that you had been saving to live in next summer. I am sorry, but it was morning, and I had nothing to do, and its wooden beams were so inviting. We laughed at the hollyhocks together, and then I sprayed them with lye. Forgive me, I simply do not know what I am doing. I gave away the money that you had been saving to live on for the next 10 years. The man who asked for it was shabby, and the firm March wind on the porch was so juicy and cold. Last evening we went dancing, and I broke your leg. Forgive me, I was clumsy, and I wanted you here in the wards, where I am the doctor. I have a bird in my head, and a pig in my stomach, and a flower in my genitals, and a tiger in my genitals, and a lion in my genitals, and I am after you, but I have a song in my heart, and my song is a dove. I have a man in my hands, I have a woman in my shoes, I have a landmark decision in my reason, I have a death rattle in my nose, I have summer in my brain water, I have dreams in my toes. This is the matter with me, and the hammer of my mother and father, who created me with everything. But I lack calm, I lack rose, though I do not lack extreme delicacy of rose petal. Who is it that I wish to astonish? In the bird call I found a reminder of you, but it was thin and brittle and gone in an instant. Has nature set out to be a great entertainer? Obviously not a great reproducer, a great nothing. Well, I will leave that up to you. I have a knocking woodpecker in my heart, and I think I have 3 souls, one for love, one for poetry, and one for acting out my insane self. Not insane, but boring, but perpendicular, but untrue, but true. The 3 rarely sing together. Take my hand, it's active. The active ingredient in it is touch. I am Lord Byron. I am Percy Shelley. I am Ariosto. I eat bacon. I went down the slide. I have a thunderstorm in my inside. I will never hate you. But how can this maelstrom be appealing? Do you like menageries? My God, most people want a man. So here I am. I have a pheasant in my reminders. I have a goshawk in my clouds. Whatever is it which has led all these animals to you? A resurrection? Or maybe an insurrection? An inspiration? I have a baby in my landscape, and I have a wild rat in my secrets from you. Hiram, I think the sump is backing up. The bathroom floorboards for above 2 weeks have seemed soaked through. A little bird, I think, has wandered in the pipes, and all's gone wrong. Something there is that doesn't hump a sump, he said, and through his head she saw a cloud that seemed to twinkle. Hiram, well, she said, Smith is come home. I saw his face just now, while looking through your head. He's come to die, or else to laugh, for hay is dried up grass when you're alone. He rose and sniffed the air. We'd better leave him in the sump, he said. I set forth one misted white day of June beneath the great Atlantic rainway, and heard honestly you smite worlds of truth, but lose your own trains of thought like a pigeon. Did you once ride in Kenneth's machine? Yes, I rode there, an old man in shorts, blind, who had lost his way in the filling station. Kenneth was kind. Did he fill your motionless ears with resonance and stain? No, he spoke not as a critic, but as a man. Tell me, what did he say? He said, "My eyes are the white sky, the gravel on the groundway, my sad lament." And yet he drives between the two. Exactly, Jane. And that is the modern idea of fittingness, to always in motion lose nothing, although beneath the rainway they move in threes and twos, completely ruined for themselves, like moving pictures. But how other? Formulalessness, to go from the sun into love's sweet disrepair. He would fondly express rain-trees, which is not a poem. Rain-trees. Still, it is mysterious to have an engine that floats bouquets. And one day in the rear vision mirror of his car we vowed delight, the insufficiency of the silverware in the sunlight, the dreams he steals from, and smiles, losing again. Yet always beneath the rainway, unsyntactical, beauty might leap up. That we might sing, from smiles' ravines. Rose, the reverse of everything, may be profaned or talked at like a hat. Oh, that was sweet and short, like a minuet of stars, which would permit us to seem our best friends by silver's eminent lights. For nature is so small, ends falsely rain, distending the time we did behind our hope for body work, riding with Kenneth. Their voicing ceased, then started again, to complain that we are offered nothing when it starts to rain, in the same way, though we are dying for the truth.
Nothing's moving. I don't see anybody. And I know that it's not a trick. There really is nothing moving there, and there aren't any people. It is the very utmost top, where, as is not unusual, there is snow, lying like hair on a white-haired person's head, combed sideways and backward and forward to cover as much of the top as possible, for the snow is thinning. It's September. Although a few months from now there will be a new crop, probably, though this no one knows, so neither do we. But every other year it has happened by November, except for 1 year that's known about, 1923, when the top was more and more uncovered until December 15th, when it finally snowed, and snowed. I love seeing this mountain like a mouse attached to the tail of another mouse, and to another, and to another. In total mountain silence, there is no way to get up there, and no means to stay. It is uninhabitable. No roads, and no possibility of roads. You don't have a history, do you, mountain top? This doesn't make you either a mystery or a dull person, and you're certainly not a truck stop. No industry can exploit you. No developer can divide you into estates or lots. No dazzling, disquieting woman can tie your heart in knots. I could never lead my life on one of those spots. You leave uncovered up there, no way to be there, but I'm moved.